So, I managed to find 10 fragrances in my collection that are, well, easy to wear. Maybe office type of scents, maybe, perhaps. You want to know what those fragrances are? We'll come back and we'll talk about them. What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Trey Sense here, and got a little bit of a review for you today, a little bit of a discussion. You guys know how we do it on the channel. You know, we talk about these fragrances, we discuss them in the comments below. I tell you my thoughts on them, what they remind me of, what moods, what settings, what events I think they would be good for. You know, and you tell me your opinions on them. That's how we do it here on the channel. If this is your first time coming by my channel, thank you for stopping by. Hope you enjoy my content. Will you please consider giving me a like, a thumbs up, something, a sub perhaps? Hey, all of that is free. Doesn't cost you a dime, doesn't cost you a thing. It's free. But it does help YouTube determine what to do with my videos. So let's get it. Let's get them thumbs up, share this video, sub to this channel. No further ado, let's get into it. Now these are all fragrances that I think could be worn to the office. I think they're good for springtime. I think they're good for any close encounter event. None of them are monster performers, projectors, or anything like that. Most of them are either slightly citrusy, crisp, clean type of scents. These could be worn fresh out of the shower, anything like that. These fragrances are good for. No further ado, let's get right to it. I was on the phone with the big homie, the Fragrant Life today, and he was talking about this fragrance, and it just reminded me that I had it. Picked it out and sniffed it and said, yeah, that would be a good one for this occasion. From the house of Azzaro's Chrome Legend. And as you can see, I've used about a half of this bottle. I've had this for a long, long time. And again, everybody knows by now I have a massive cologne collection. Having a massive cologne collection is what allows me to bring you guys videos like this. What about this fragrance? When you spray it, you get this apple type note. Not like an apple pie or anything like that, just sort of appley, very woodsy, crisp, a nice little fragrance. Another thing that I think all of these fragrances on this list are gonna have is they're really inexpensive. Most of these can be had anywhere from $10 to $25, depending on where you pick them up, and if you pick them up off the clearance rack or rack stores or whatever. At one time, these were all in abundance in the rack stores, with the exception of one. Now it's very hit or miss with certain things, and I really hate that because you used to get some really good fragrances at TJ Maxx, Ross, brought into the Marshalls. Now it's sort of hit or miss. I digress. This fragrance, appley, woodsy, smooth, very easy to wear, laid back, calming, relaxing. You do pick up that apple note, and it does run all the way through it. And I think I paid $19 for this 50 ml. I think this is 50 ml. This may be 100 ml. I think this is 100 ml. I paid like $19 for it. And again, this is from the house of Azzaro's. This is a flanker to the original Chrome. This is Chrome Legend. And no, it does not have any metallic note in it. And I must say, Chrome is one of my favorite fragrances. It is one of my favorite fragrances for one of two reasons. One, it smells good. Two, it performs good. It could be a southern thing, but everybody in the South likes Chrome. Just saying. It smells good. Another one that I used to see at the rack stores all the time, very inexpensive. I've actually bought bottles of this on clearance for like $10. It is from the house of Zigna, and it is Zigna Wuma. This one, melon in a bottle. This has a very, very nice melon note. I really dig the cap on this. It's got Zigna written at the top. It's a little plasticky, okay. I'm gonna give myself another spray. The opening in this is where the magic is, because you get that very nice melon note. Man, that smells good. Even with the alcohol, you can still smell the melon and the freshness in it. This is just a nice, calm, relaxing type of fragrance. And of course, when you think about melons, it just doesn't make you think about chilling and relaxing. That's nice. That's nice. It's got that melon note in there, but it's masculine as well. So it's not one of those that's syrupy or super duper fruity, or could be confused with a unisex fragrance. I mean, I guess a woman could wear this if she wanted to, because let's face it, fragrances have no gender. So you can wear whatever you want to, anytime you want to. It doesn't matter. If you like it, you should wear it. Period, point blank. So just because I say something doesn't lean this way or something is this way, that's just my take on it. I don't want to discourage anybody from wearing a fragrance that they like, because there are some female fragrances out there that that smell good and perform good. And if you guys like them and get your hands and nose on them, rock it. That's just what I say. Rock it. But this Wuma, I was waiting on it to dry down a little bit. When you first spray it, you get a twinge of alcohol. Give it about 10 to 15 seconds to burn off. And you just got a very pleasant melon note. Very, very pleasant. Man, I can see this being worn with something like this. Nice little V-neck t-shirt. Some khaki shorts or something. Just very, very casual but comfortable. You're going to be outside in the springtime. The breeze catches this. I can definitely think people would think this smells really, really good. It doesn't smell melony like a drink or something, but it does smell like a fresh melon. From the house of Zigna Wuma. And that's an expensive fragrance, an inexpensive fragrance as well. I paid, like I said, I know I bought one around Christmas time a couple of years ago at Marshall's for $12. So, yeah. The next one is from a house I really, really enjoy. I enjoy this house. They make pretty decent, inexpensive fragrances. From the house of Nautical Life. Nautical Life. I also have Nautical Energy Life. This one, I could see that being worn to the office too. It may get a little strong for an office scent in the beginning, but it's not gonna carry with you throughout the day. You will have to respray this one, but this is a nice, fresh, crisp, slightly aquatic, woody type of fragrance that I think smells good. And this one, again, is under $20. I like that bottle. It looks good. In the collection, I remember picking this up in Tupelo, Mississippi. I was out on the hunt, and I've had it a few years, and you've seen I've worn it a few times. Fragrances like this, to me, are cooling and refreshing after a shower or on a hot, hot day when you don't want anything that's too heavy on or anything that's just so thick, and you just like, you want something light, crisp, fresh, and just energetic. That's where this comes in. Nautical Life, a slightly woodsy, aquatic type of fragrance that's inexpensive, easy to wear, goes good on any type of chill occasion. I wouldn't necessarily wear this if I was in a suit and tie, but I mean, you can. I wouldn't reach for it. I would reach for something a little bit more upscale. However, if you on a chill day, say you just going to your homeboys to watch a basketball game and y'all gonna cook out and drink a few cold ones, or run into the little ones t-ball game where they're gonna be out in the center field swatting at butterflies and chasing ladybugs. That's what you wear stuff like this to. I mean, these fragrances come in handy for those type of events. And at the price point you get them with, you can overspray, and you're not gonna kill anybody out if you spray this 20 times. You're just not. You're just not. And as I moved my hand, I smelled that melon. I love doing these reviews for y'all because I spray on these fragrances and I'm like, man, it's like a kid in a candy store. I'm like, man, I just get excited. It's just like, I know I'm silly. Another one from the house of Zigna, and this is Zigna Z. A Z for Zigna. And this is a nice one. This is, I don't think I'm gonna spray this one. I think it's right there. This is slightly citrus, but really clean. This one would make a great office type of scent. It's not too loud. It's not too cologne-y. It doesn't smell cheap. It's not the most high quality fragrance that you can buy, but also it's in between that $15 to $25 price point for a nice 100 ml bottle. Like that little design there. I'm not sure what it's supposed to be. Oh man, that's nice. I could also see this one being worn right out of the shower too. You're gonna lay down and go to bed. It's not gonna tickle anybody's noses or allergies. It's also cool and refreshing, because let's face it guys, we work hard at work, come home, you know, we want to take a shower, put on something comfortable and relax. You want a fragrance that's going to help you relax and maybe be an extension of that shower. If you're like me, you just like to smell good all the time. This one will definitely help with that. A little story about this. I was out with the family eating one night at a Mexican restaurant, and I'm sure I've told this story before, but the waiter come by me, he was like, hey, what you got on? And I told him, and you know me, I'm a salesperson, hustler, whatever you want to call it. I told him, I said, it's such and such. I got it out there in the car. This is what it sells for online. This is what I take for it. He said, you got it with you? I said, yeah. I went out to the car, got it. He sprayed it on, smelled it. He said, man, I like this. So I sold it to him for 25 bucks. I think I paid like $15 for it, but it was $25 to $30 online. So I got paid for my meal that night. That's what you do sometimes. But Zifa Zigna, great smelling fragrance. Nice. I said citrusy. I'm not really sure what that fruit is. I should have put Kenneth Cole reaction in this video too, because it's got a nice melony scent to it as well. But I didn't. So maybe in another review. But this one has a nice, I don't know if that's watermelon, but it's something slightly fruity. It's not over the top fruity, you know what I'm saying? But it's a nice mixture of fruit and clean. It just, it's inviting, it's warm. It's not one of those sexy fragrances. It's not. It's one of those chill fragrances. You know what I mean? It's not, you know, it's not a Dior Homme or as I look at my collection, it's not a Giorgio Armani Acqua di Gio Absolute or Profumo. It's not one of those fragrances. But it does smell really, really good, and it's really fresh. It's just got a nice, cool freshness about it that I like, that I think goes great on the hot or cool spring days, summer days. Reach for this and be just fine. That's Z for Zigna. Another one, and this is what I sprayed over here. I remember now. From the house of Perilous, it's Perilous. That's what it's called, Perilous. This will be in a white box with, I think, Perilous down this white, or is it tan? Tannish colored box with Perilous down the front of it, much like this. This is a nice little fragrance. Is it the reinvention of the wheel? No. Not at all. It's not. Is it a great fragrance? I wouldn't say it's a great fragrance. Is it a good fragrance? Yes. It's a solid fragrance for the 20 some odd dollars that you're gonna pay for this big old bottle. And if it doesn't work as a bottle, you can use this thing as a paperweight. You can throw it at an intruder that comes by. You can even get your workout on with it. It's a good smelling fragrance though. Slightly citrus, really clean, but not soapy. But it's got just a crispness to it that I really, really enjoy. And again, that's the one common theme that a lot of these fragrances has, is they're light, they're crispy, they're somewhat airy, but they got a little bit of fruit in them. And no, I'm not talking about fried chicken crispy. I'm talking about they just got a little bit of, a little kiss of brightness to them, but not over the top bright. Well, one of them is pretty bright. But nonetheless, this also reminds me of the fragrances from Penguin. That's, as I smell it, it reminds me, I think, of On the Rocks or something like that, because it's very gentlemanly, but it's got this, just this clean effect to it. Something that a nice gentleman could pull off. Got a nice hat on, whether it's a derby or a ball cap or whatever. Just a nice cap, nice t-shirt and shorts. You know how older guys dress. Casual, but you know, almost dressy, but very, very casual and comfortable and laid back. Perfect fragrance for that type of setting, that situation. Great for the cookout, great for the office. Again, this is not an upscale type of fragrance. It's not a dress up type of fragrance. It's a definitely chill, dress down. Good for the office, good for this time of the year, good for any close encounter events, or good to wear when you're around people that, my sinuses. Stuff like this does not bother people's sinuses because it's not too strong and it's not too floral. But it's definitely very smooth and very clean. I like it a lot. Another one. And this is Drakkar Essence. And I'm trying to see. Yeah, I've worn this a few times, y'all. The fragrance, the level is right there. If you've noticed anything about my reviews, and this just will tell you a little bit about who I am. When I'm talking about an inexpensive fragrances, if you notice the levels on that, most of the time they're a lot lower than if I pull out something that's a little bit more upscale, a high-end designer or niche. And that's because my lifestyle, the reason that I review so many inexpensive fragrances is because that's my lifestyle. For those who do not know, I'm on disability. I do not work. I have issues with my back and my leg, so I don't work. Therefore, I need a lot of fragrances that go well in downtime, well in chill time. I don't want to be by myself sitting around the house smelling like Dolce & Gabbana the one, unless I'm going to take myself out on a date. But that's why I have so many inexpensive fragrances. Plus, I think they're stellar in the collection. Now, back to what I was talking about, what y'all came here for. Drakkar Essence. This one, I think I saw Mr. Carlos, Brooklyn Fragrance Lover, RIP, and Stephen from Nautical Essence touched on this one a long time ago. And they didn't really like it. I like it, and I get compliments when I wear this fragrance. Matter of fact, the first time I ever wore it, I had a guy stop me in Burlington and was like, man, what have you got on? No joke. And that's the thing about inexpensive fragrances. You can go out here and pay $400 and $500 for a fragrance. The people that smelling them don't know you paid $400 or $500 for them. You're the only person to know. Because I doubt very seriously that you're going to be out somewhere and you come across a person and they go, excuse me, that is by Perfumes de Marlin that you wear. That's Herod. Or that's Godolphin. No. No, these people be guessing crazy off the wall names. What's that you got on? My granddaddy used to wear that. Is that Avon in the little car? I'm like, no. I know which one that is. That's the one that's the wolf. I'm like, no. It's not the Avon Wolf bottle. What do you know? No, sir. Please leave from me, strange man, asking me what I'm wearing. This is an extension of a shower. This is a very shower jelly, a green. A green type of shower gel, type of scent. Nonetheless, nice. If you're getting ready to go to bed and you reach for this and pop this bad boy on, good for you. I think you would sleep well. I think the significant other would be like, and that's my homeboy, Mr. Marvell Antonio Allen, texted me, probably about music or football. He's a big time Alabama fan, so he probably wanted to rub it in my face that Alabama just got a kid committed in the 2030 class that's already a 5-star. He's in the 4th grade. Go figure. But anyway, I digress. This is the extension of a shower. Very fresh, green. It's really a nice fragrance for what you're gonna pay for it. Again, is it the reinvention of the wheel? No. You know, is it gonna seem like the clouds opened up and Jesus himself touched you? No, it's not. No. But is it crap? No, it's not. It's a fragrance that if you wear it right on the right occasion, you'll be fine. This is also one that could have made the white party list because it's just that crisp, it's just that clean, and I think it smells good for the under $20 that I paid for it. If you see this out, Drakkar Essence, pick it up. And for the record, it smells nothing like Drakkar. No, it's not even, they're not even in the same family. I've touched on this one a couple times in the video. It is from the house of Zara, and it is Zara collection, and I think you have to get this online because I've never seen it in the store. I was blessed by a sub of mine by the name of Lamar Gadsden, who says he's the best barbecue man in the world. There's another text message. I kind of like that one. No, I have to text her back in a little bit. Anyway, this is summer collection, and man, oh man, oh man, if you like bright, vibrant fragrances that smell good and it's gonna make you go, this is one. Performance is not the best. 4.5, maybe 5 hours. Projects maybe 1.5 to 2 hours if you're lucky. But again, you're wearing this in a non-strenuous environment. You're wearing this in the chill. I can see this one being worn at the beach because it smells that good. I wish I had a free spot. Oh man, it just smells so good. And this can be had for under 20 bucks. Zara gives out coupons and stuff when you shop online, so a lot of times you can get fragrances like this for around $10. But Mr. Gaston sent this to me. Lamar, thank you. Appreciate it a lot. And it's just a bright, bright smelling. Now, I would say that you can overspray this one, but the thing about it, when you overspray this one, it kind of gets in your mouth, in your nose a little bit, and gets a little thick. It's not going to run anybody off. So what I would do for performance on this one is I would like spray my clothes before, like I was going to get in the shower, so I would spray my clothes, and then when I got back I would spray my clothes again and spray myself to avoid that, because I sprayed 3 sprays of it then and it was pretty thick, but it doesn't last as long as you think it's going to. It comes out like, man, it's gonna last a long time, but it really doesn't. But nonetheless, bright, energetic, fruity, vibrant, just a great spring and summertime fragrance that you're gonna smell good with. If you wear this to the office, I would go 1, 2, maybe 3 sprays at the most, and then let it die down and then just refresh myself later. Another one that I think is perfect for the office, are absolutely perfect to be around people who not really that into fragrances and complain about them all the time, from the house of Alfred Song, and this is he. A high or he, I say he. Floral, but just a little floral. Again, this is one of those that just smells crisp, fresh, clean, white, so to speak. It's not it's got a little something in it that makes it manly, so it's not a feminine type of fragrance. It does, yeah, as I'm smelling, I'm trying to get my thoughts together on it. It does lean very masculine. It does give you a lot of masculinity, but it's something about it that also says clean, fresh, not in the soapy way, but just in the crisp, relaxing, chill type of vibe. I could easily see this being worn to the office, or definitely right out of the shower, or if you were going to be outside at a cookout and you wanted something to catch the wind that would just smell good but not offend anybody, this is that type of scent. I really, really like it. When I'm finished with this one, I will buy another bottle of this one, because this bottle right here was extremely cheap. I think it was like $10 for this little 50 ml. And it's a great fragrance. I know a lot of people have had it and put it back and said they didn't like it or whatever. It's not the strongest fragrance in the world, but for certain situations, worn correctly, I think it's a winner. The next one is one that I think may catch some traction this summer if it's seen a lot, and it is Nautical Heritage. And you see, I put a little bit of a dent in this. I bought this a couple of years ago on my birthday, and this is a nice, masculine, aquatic type of scent. Again, if you were going to wear this one to the office, be careful on your sprays, because it's very woodsy and could easily get away from you. But this is a nice woodsy, aquatic-y type of scent. This one, you pick up on just a hint of the Voyage DNA in there, in the aquatic in it, but you got way more woods in it. Way more woods in it. And for the money, this is a banger. I don't know why more people aren't talking about it. I guess we got spoiled with Nautical Voyage and just been like, nope, nope, if it ain't Nautical Voyage, nope. That's the only voyage I want. The only voyage I want, that Nautical Voyage. That's the only one I want to spray on, Nautical Voyage. Okay, be stuck like that. There's a whole line of nautical fragrances that smell good. Like, what is it, N83 smells good. I even like Nautical Sport, Nautical Voyage Sport. All those smell good. They serve a purpose. No, they're not home run classics like Voyage is, but of $12 to $15 that you're going to pay for them, can you really complain? I think not, and I digress. But this is one that could be worn to the office. It could be worn to the cookout. I could see somebody out on the patio chilling, you know, flipping the hamburgers and telling football stories. You remember that time I scored that game-winning touchdown against East? I broke it off 95 yards. It was 5 yards, and it wasn't the game-winning touchdown. We was down by 30. No, that ain't the game. You know, because the stories get better as we get older. Well, I can see you telling your story wearing this as you talk about the game-winning touchdown against East. It's just got a nice, crisp vibe. Maybe I'm picking up on a little appley in there as I smell it as it's dissipating in the air. Nonetheless, great smelling fragrance. I like it, and I think I paid like $10 for this on sale, $9 or $10. It was in a gift set. I don't remember at the time because, like I said, it wasn't this birthday. It was the birthday before that. It had to have been 2019, I think, because I made a big old road trip. Went to Nashville. Yeah, I think that's why I picked it up. I think I picked it up in Coleman. Nice fragrance. Last but not least, I love this line. I love this brand from the House of Azzaro. It is Chrome United. I love this bottle. I love the look of it. I love the style of it. I love the fact that Azzaro is right there. Love the chrome top. Love this fragrance. Slightly sweet, aquatic, masculine, creamy, got some warmth to it. Something in there makes it warm. Man, that smells good. Again, you could wear this to the office, but if you wear this to the office, careful on your sprays. Don't overspray, 3 at the most. Maybe back, wrist, and be done. Or maybe back, chest, wrist, and be done. I would not overspray this because this could get away and it may offend somebody. But if you were at the cookout, go on, hit yourself about 7-8 times with this. Go ahead on. And people gonna think you smell good. Fragrances like this, the The most beautifulest thing in this world, Keith Murray. It's just like that. I should be dancing on top of the Lexus right now. See, y'all young cats, y'all don't know young cats watch my videos. So all y'all old hip hop fans, heads, should catch that. The most beautifulest thing in the world is the dry down. Fragrances like this, when they dry down and they're pumping off of your skin, they mix with your body chemistry, the breeze comes through and gets it and just takes it to another level. That's when these bad boys shine. That's when they shine, when they come off of your skin, off your shirt. You know, you got your Hawaiian shirt on, showing off your taco meat, and you got your gold chain on, and your Grill Master 5 sandals with your feet all out. You know, cooling, just chilling. You catch a whiff of this, you be smelling yourself. Damn, I smell good. I'm gonna go out to the car and spray another dose of that on. That's when fragrances like this shine the best. It's not, they don't catch you with the opening, they don't catch you with fancy bottle design, even though this is not a bad bottle design at all. They don't get you with the crazy commercials. You just have to let them work and do their thing. Let these are workhorses. These are staples in collections that, you know, are tried and tested with me. And like I said, I haven't had this one very long. And you see the levels on it. Guys, I wear these fragrances. I'm not just, you know, telling you to wear them and then I don't wear them myself. These fragrances get worn, you know? So, I mean, you see where this one is at. These fragrances get worn by me. All right, guys, man, thank you again for tuning in. Yesterday was Clayton Wright's birthday, so if y'all see Clayton in the comments, be sure to wish him a happy birthday. And today is his wife's birthday. We call her Mama. Today is Mama's birthday, so if you're watching this, happy birthday, Mama. I hope y'all have had a great birthday and birthday eve and all that stuff that we celebrate. I celebrate my birthday for like a week. It's like Mardi Gras. You know, I got beads and everything. I be celebrating by myself, but I still celebrate it. Sometimes you have to applaud yourself and appreciate yourself for all the greatness that you are, because you are great. You stayed to the end of this video. You are great. You are amazing. Thank you. Trey Sense loves you. And on that note, I can't think of a better way to end this video. So until tomorrow, good Lord willing, y'all stay safe. Peace.